Good morning, friends. I wanted to introduce you to a framework that's been around for a while in the realm of therapy and is now being applied to organizations and schools. And I'd like to just offer an introduction to it, and if anyone would like to explore it further, I can offer one-on-one sessions with that if you're interested. And let me tell you what it is first, since we're a school of compassion and what I like about it. So it's called Internal Family Systems. And Internal Family Systems basically says that everyone has a self inside of them that is calm, curious, compassionate, creative, centered, clear, connected. I'm missing one, confident. So there are 8 C's. You can Google this, the 8 C's of internal family systems. And when we are in self, we are leading ourselves. So the concept is self-leadership, right? You're independent, you're making decisions for yourself. Where we get into trouble is when our feelings come up. And in internal family systems, feelings are called parts. So you're not unfamiliar with this at all. If you're buying a car, you might say, well, part of me really wants this great van over here so I can haul all my stuff and my family, but part of me would look really cute in this sleek black sedan. So you're always going to have parts of you come up. In personal dilemmas, sometimes those parts can really be at odds with each other, and you experience a lot of conflict inside yourself, right? So internal family systems says that if you muster up your self energy, then you can listen to these parts, validate them, and then make a decision accordingly in any given moment for any situation in your life. What ends up happening is that as we grow, our parts arise as a response to situations in our lives. So they're adaptations, basically. And becoming aware of those adaptations and the ways that we move and be in the world is called, being aware of your parts. Your parts are up. So you might feel that energy in your body that you have a part up. You're having a lot of energy around a situation and trying to untangle it, and might feel confused or unable to make a decision in the moment, or just really frustrated. So those are all parts. The benefit of this that I see is that if you look into the world and start reading about any sort of self-development stuff, you'll hear concepts like inner child, inner critic, and a lot of approaches will say, squash your inner critic. You don't need those negative voices inside of you. You just have to get rid of it. And your inner critic, if you look through the lens of IFS, is a part of you that arose as a way to protect you from something. So even though you might have an inner critic that's beating up on you and giving you a lot of shame, there's a reason behind that. And saying that the inner critic is bad, it's like what you resist persists. So it's going to keep coming back to haunt you. IFS would say, turn towards your inner critic and see what its concern is and validate it. So there's a very specific process for IFS going through all that, but I just wanted to introduce you to the basics, the idea that there's a self and that there are parts that we act out of. In our teaching, this can help us because we can see children in the moment for their highest being, their self that is clear and confident. That's the part that we want to develop. We are often that self for them right now because they're still going through all of those developmental stages. But when there is a struggle or misbehavior, or even a perfection that they are exhibiting, then you can see that as a part and wonder, how can I help this part relax? IFS believes that the way to help parts through is to validate them and give them lots of, sorry, my rabbit is here. Lots of recognition for their positive intention for you, because all of the parts have a positive intention for your system and for your being. And it's just a matter of working with them so that you can help them get out of some of their roles that they've adopted and their adaptations, which may not work anymore. They may have developed at a time in your life when that behavior was very needed, but is not anymore. And you can be your wise, confident self to handle all that. So I will put some handouts, visualizations in the Google Classroom just so you can see a little bit more what this is about. And again, if you're interested in the process, I'm happy to walk you through that one-on-one if you're interested in learning about your parts. Have a great day, everyone.